smog problem or our water problem. Everything demands innovative, out-of-the-box solutions. And that's why we're trying to teach our students to become future innovators. But if you take a closer look at our schools here in China, you'll notice that we do the exact opposite. We are so focused on manufacturing students to become exam takers that we neglect to nurture the characteristics that will make them innovators. Because remember, history's greatest innovators weren't great because they could recite test answers. It was their passion, creativity, and willingness to fail that led them to their successes. So, let's make schools a place where these elements can thrive. The first of which is passion. You see, passion drives innovation. And this stems from being free to explore a variety of subjects and interests. Because when students are free to develop these genuine interests, they discover their purpose. It was this deeper sense of purpose that led Boyan Slat to engineer the world's largest ocean cleanup when he was just 16 for a high school project. You see, purpose is everything. But in China's education system, where high schoolers are chained to a desk from morning to night, and preschoolers are already preparing for the Gaokao, there's no time to develop these deeper connections with their learning. And this is such a waste because students have so much more potential when they're driven by a purpose greater than a mark, when they're driven by passion. See, passion is an engine for ideas. Ignite passion, and students will be unstoppable. The second element is creativity. It's creativity that lets innovators see what others can't. It's creativity that let these two students see how fungi could replace styrofoam. And now they have a company that makes mushroom packaging. You see, innovators challenge the norm. But in schools, we're taught to conform to the norm, where there's only one answer, and it's in the back of the textbook. Of course, teach the basics, but teach it more realistically. Instead of having students regurgitate answers, teach them how to solve real-world problems with creative solutions. For example, some students address air pollution by designing and racing solar-powered cars. See, by challenging students to go beyond textbook answers, you not only engage them in relevant, purposeful learning, but you unleash the power of imagination. The third element we need in our schools in China is the freedom to fail. You see, in schools we're taught that success is linear, but in life it looks more like this. The reason so many potential innovators never get to this point of bringing their ideas to life is because the first few failures stop them. Because in a school system that stigmatizes failure, students are conditioned to be afraid of being wrong. But how can we expect innovation if the next generation is paralyzed by the fear of failure? And that's why we need environments for creative freedom and exploration in schools. Spaces like think tanks and prototyping garages. Spaces where students can collaborate on an idea and fail, but learn from their failures and improve. You see, these environments teach students that failure is a necessary part of innovating. That failure is so critical to innovation because it opens up new doors. Doors they may not have noticed the first time. So create these spaces. where students are free to fail. China's students have so much potential. The current system instills the discipline and the knowledge, but lacks the passion, creativity, and opportunities to fail. Include these elements, and you will have a generation of innovators. How? Ignite passion by allowing students to explore their interests. Spur creativity by asking for ideas instead of just answers. And train a resilience to failure by creating spaces where mistakes are embraced. If we neglect innovation in schools, we neglect a better world. Because our future innovators will be faced with issues like climate change and food scarcity. Those future innovators are our current students. So let's recognize our students as innovators now and create the environment for them to flourish. Innovate the system. Find new ways to harness the capacity of the student. Because at the end of the day, it's about the students and capturing all the creative potential they have to offer. So, to all the students and the lifelong learners out there, be an innovator, be different, and make your mark on the world. Thank you.
All right.